Just wanted to talk, that's all.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Little pregame show here on Monday, April 28th. Yankees kicking off a series against the Baltimore Orioles. And look, the Orioles are off to a slow start. They are 10-17. And so you want to take advantage of this right now while they are struggling. Also, happy birthday to Mr. Anthony Volpe. Volpe was 5 for 10 in the series against the Jays after being the subject of, a lot of problems last week. I mean, fans were calling in. They were upset. We had multiple podcasts in which Volpe was the topic. And look, to see him turn it around is good. I think that the hit he had late in the game yesterday, and I mentioned this in the postgame, there was a line drive that he hit over the second baseman's head, kind of up the middle. I thought the approach on that at-bat was spectacular because they were working with high fastballs, which he's been swinging through because he's been trying to still launch them. But he adjusted, and he kind of leveled off his swing, and he went up and got it. And he let the ball travel deep, too, so he wasn't even trying to pull it, and he took it the other way. For the moment, it was kind of up the middle, but to the right side of second base. So nothing spectacular in the box score, from that, but it was a good sign if you're watching closely. So let's hope that he has a big series. Baltimore is going to look a little bit different than it did last year. If you have been there or, watched the Yankees play there, you know that they moved the fences back in recent years, but they moved them back into a more reasonable distance. It's still not as close as it used to be. It used to be 364 feet to left center field, which was an absolute joke. I can't tell you how many first row home runs we've had over the years there, but some of you will remember Tino Martinez, 1996. It was about this time of year, and Tino was replacing Don Mattingly, who was obviously an icon with the Yankees, and Tino got off to a bit of a slow start. He was kind of having a start like Juan Soto's having with the Mets right now, where he just wasn't hitting like himself. He wasn't hitting for power. I think he had maybe 1 or 2 home runs at this point. And then there's this long extra inning game. It was raining. And late in the game, he hit an opposite field grand slam that just went over that. I mean, it went 364 feet and 1 inch. That's how close it was. And it got Tino started. I loved that little rinky-dink ballpark. I think it was a mistake to move the Mount Baltimore back, and moving it back in, we'll see how it plays. But one guy who's not going to, be bothered by any distance is Aaron Judge. He homered yesterday, his 8th of the season. He always hits well in Baltimore. He's been in a bit of a home run drought, but he's been getting his hits, so nobody's complaining. But when he gets going with the home runs, it's like a storm gathering, right? He'll hit 1 or 2. Those are like the little thunderclouds rumbling. And, then all of a sudden you look up 10 games later and he's got 7 home runs in his last 10 games, including a couple of 2 home run games. He's got to get some protection in the lineup. And tonight, Bellinger will be hitting behind Aaron Judge. And, Bellinger's been off to a little bit of a slow start. We're going to take a look at his StatCast numbers real quick. He is in the 16th percentile of xWOBA, which is not great. Batting run value and base running value both way down. He looks good on the bases to me. His fielding run value is about league average, so off to a very, very slow start. Bellinger. Let's hope he gives the Orioles reason to pitch to Aaron Judge. In Camden yards in his career, he's hitting .309 with 24 home runs in 56 games. So the dude just smashes there. That's a 1.179 OPS. And on the mound for the Orioles tonight is Tomoyuki Sugano, who I will share his StatCast numbers as well. Doesn't really strike guys out. You see, he's pitched 28 innings here, has only struck out 9 guys. Now, he's 35 years old. He's a rookie from Japan. And nothing spectacular on his baseball savant. He doesn't walk many hitters. Doesn't really get a lot of swing and miss. Gets some ground balls at an above average rate, probably because he has so many pitches. He throws a splitter, a sweeper, a cutter, a four-seamer, a sinker, and a curve. The four-seamer is only 92 miles an hour. He does have a 92-mile-an-hour sinker as well. That could contribute to some ground balls. But I don't see him having a lot to get the Yankees out with tonight. That being said, he's probably going to throw 8 shutout innings and strike out 15 because that's how the Yankees handle guys they haven't seen before. All right, you guys want to talk about the lineup real quick? I was just checking it out, and there's something interesting here. Ben Rice not in the lineup tonight. One of the Yankees' better hitters this year, obviously, and he is getting the day off. Oswald Peraza in the lineup tonight. He is batting 9th, so he gets a start. Trent Grisham with the dad muscles yesterday in the home run. He is in your leadoff spot tonight. Aaron Judge batting 2nd, and I think he's just getting ready to go on a home run barrage. I really do. Cody Bellinger batting 3rd. Paul Goldschmidt batting 4th. Goldie having a very solid season. I could see Goldie having a big series. He's a guy who seems like he's getting ready to heat up with the power. Just by watching some of the launch angles, he's hit some balls foul that were near misses. Wouldn't shock me if he goes deep in this series, maybe even tonight. Jazz Chisholm, who we will take a look at on his StatCast numbers for a moment. I see above average everywhere, and I don't get it. He's hitting 178. He does have some power. 7 home runs, 6 stolen bases. The range has been good at second base. The one thing I thought would be stronger is his arm, which, I mean, it's surprising to me to see it in the 18th percentile. And also, they're showing his sprint speed as in the 43rd percentile, which I just don't get because he's one of the fastest players in baseball. Maybe he just hasn't had to turn it on yet. Anyway, he is in the 5 hole. Then you got Anthony Volpe, the birthday boy. He is in the 6 hole. Austin Wells batting 7th behind the dish. And Jason Dominguez is your designated hitter tonight. They don't want him patrolling that big left field in Baltimore. Getting him a half a day on his feet. And Oswald Peraza will be playing 3rd base and batting 9th against a righty. He doesn't play against righties all that often. So I find that interesting. We'll see if this is a trend. Maybe there's something up with Oswaldo. Maybe they just want to give Oswaldo a day. There was a doubleheader yesterday. You never know who's feeling it, who fouled the ball off their foot or whatever. So let's take a look at Will Warren, who is making the start tonight. 6th start of the season for Mr. Warren. Last time out against the Guardians, he went 5 innings. He gave up 2 runs. Thought he threw the ball pretty well. He has yet to get 16 outs in a major league game. He had 5 innings 3 times, 4 innings once, and 1 2/3 innings once. By the way, I'm seeing some predictions in the chat. Get your predictions in for tonight. I'll give my Nostraderic prediction in just a minute. But I'll take 5 good innings from Will Warren tonight if he can give it to you. And maybe that'll, get him some momentum going because he pitched pretty well last time out. If he can throw another good game, then he's facing the Rays again, who he only got 5 outs against last time. So, this could be a good momentum builder. ERA is falling. It's down to 4.79. Be nice to get it down under 4.5 tonight. Maybe, 5 2/3. Maybe set a new personal best. I'd love to see him get through 6. Maybe 1 or 2 runs. I think that would go a lot towards boosting his confidence as he prepares to face the Rays again. So that's where we're at. Okay, let's go ahead and get your predictions here. Let's see. Bean Berna says Rice looked a bit off the past few days. He likes the day off. I'll give you that. He has kind of slowed down the last couple of days. Let's see. The save situation says Volpe has to hit a home run tonight on his birthday. We'll see. He's also predicting Goldie a home run. I mean, how many predictions do you get? Are you just gonna have all the predictions? I mean, that's one way to guarantee you get one right. I'm gonna say, I want to go with Judge home run because he hits so well in Baltimore. But the fact that Bellinger isn't hitting much behind him means they're probably going to be careful with him. This is a division game. The Orioles are trying to make up ground. The Orioles are one of those teams that we have seen walk Aaron Judge a lot in the past. So even though I want to take Aaron Judge, I'm not going to take Aaron Judge. Lucas DeTora says Judge's verdict, home run, double, 3 RBIs. I'll sign up for it. Raymond wants to know if Vivas is still on the team. No, he got sent back down. Spinning Mantis says Martian is going deep again. I'll take that. He hasn't gone deep in, several games. He did have a big double that he lashed into the left field gap last night. We'll take that. Lori C says Devin Williams will strike out 3 tonight in his fantasy league. Yikes. Gregory just staying with a win at Yankee Stadium South. Keep those predictions coming in. I do think the Yankees are going to win tonight. I don't think that Sagano has enough to get the Yankees out. His stuff just isn't overwhelming. He does mix and match a little bit, but typically guys who can beat the Yankees are guys who strike guys out. And he just doesn't strike out enough hitters, doesn't miss enough bats. I think somebody's going to run into a home run. I'm going to take Jazz Chisholm. Jazz Chisholm going deep tonight. That is the Nostraderic prediction for the evening. Let's get a few more of your predictions. Russell Bianca says, I predict a home run and a multi-hit game from Jazz. So we are locked. We are in lockstep here. And yes, Jazz does need to get hot again. That would be nice. He is so electric when he's swinging the bat well. So me and Russell Bianca, we are quantumly entangled tonight, and we will try and pick up a Jazz home run with our predictions here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, quick word from our sponsor, then I'll be back. We'll take a few more comments, questions, all that stuff as we prepare for the game to begin in just under 2 hours.
Todd Father, I love the way that modern technology has changed the way that we buy, sell, trade cards, even rip packs. They're called slab packs, and they're on Arena Club. No more shuffling through everything. The common cards are all over the place. Stuff's getting folded out and all messed up. Arena Club keeps it nice and tight in your digital showroom. And then when you want that card and you want to show it off, what do? You just let Arena Club know.
Let them know and grab it and take it with you. Show it off online. I think this is huge just because the fact that you talked about cutting the corners. You want to get a card that doesn't break or doesn't have a problem with it, go right to Arena Club. They have everything you need. Easy money right there for really, really good, exceptional cards.
After your pulls are revealed, they'll immediately be placed in your vault for safekeeping or trading and selling. Right now, 20% off your first slab pack or card purchase by going to arenaclub.com/FOUL and use code FOUL. That's arenaclub.com/FOUL, code FOUL for 20% off your first purchase.
What do you hear? What do you say?
Dwayne wants 5 strikeouts from Warren. That must be a fantasy pick or something like that, or DraftKings type of deal. Yeah, he generally misses bats, so I like your odds of getting that one. I like him. T85 says he has the Yankees winning 5-3. I'll sign up for that right now. Lori C says 6-3. I'll sign up for that too. Hoodie with the flu says, I think we will see spring training Will Warren today. His stuff was filthy this spring. And then Jay Esco says, Dad Power Grisham goes deep tonight. All right, so here's what I want to do real quick. I want to take a look at some of the former Yankees and see how they are doing. Let's start with Alex Verdugo. He is off to a good start with the Atlanta Braves, hitting .333, 12 for 36. He has not gone deep yet. Does have 5 RBIs, but off to a good start. Obviously, did not have a great season with the Yankees last year, but I know a lot of fans really liked him. They just found him to be a fun guy. But ultimately, it is about production, and he didn't produce enough. Soto hitting .248 so far with the Mets. He does have a 1.0 WAR, so, on pace for a good season. The batting average, .248, on-base percentage, .374, OPS just .770, so well below what he had last year. Not hitting with Judge behind him, although Pete Alonso is a good hitter behind him as well. Just probably feeling the pressure for that contract a little bit. And, last year you see he hit .288, so his average down 40 points. And he's on pace for 18, 19, 20 home runs, so about half as many. And probably about, 12 times 6 is, 70? He's on pace for about 72 RBIs. Is that right? I'm not good at math. I'm more of an English guy. Tommy Kahnle, 0.87 ERA so far with the Tigers. 10 in the third innings, 8 strikeouts, still throwing changeup, 0.581 whip. Tigers off to a really good start. Really good start. Gleyber Torres, also with the Tigers, hitting .281, 2 home runs, .338 on-base percentage, 116 OPS plus, and rocking a big boy beard. That is a good beard. You wonder if the Yankees would let him grow his beard out that much. I doubt it. I doubt it. So that's where we're at right now. Take a few comments here. Take the Cannoli says, thoughts, expectations for DJ. I know he's tearing the cover off the ball against Double-A pitching right now, but I'm not sold. I saw him the last couple of years. He had nothing left in the feet, nothing left in the legs. We saw him in spring training get like one at bat and then get hurt. I think right now he's going through the motions and he's waiting on good pitches to hit from bad pitchers who throw a lot of pitches down the middle, and he's teeing off because he doesn't have to really get it going against those guys. He can rely on just talent, and he doesn't have to bring in that extra physicality. But when he gets back to the major leagues and he's facing guys throwing 101 with nasty sweepers, and he's, trying to win major league games, I don't know that his legs are going to hold up. I don't know that his body's going to hold up. But if he comes back and can contribute even as a league average player, you'll take it. But I am a little bit suspect on DJ LeMahieu. Lori C says, Soto's mom is off to a good start with her clothing allowance. She looks very nice. Felix Eduardo says, this team has the potential. I definitely think they're a AL East winning potential team. In the playoffs, anything can happen. I could see the Guardians being a real problem in the postseason. I could see the Texas Rangers being a problem in the postseason if they ever really get going with the bats. They're 15-13. Seattle has had some pitching injuries, but they're at the top of the AL West right now. They have a really good pitching staff. Obviously can shut anybody down. The Tigers with Tariq Skubal are going to be dangerous, and they already took 2 out of 3 from the Yankees when they played in a very cold Detroit series where they had to move the games from nighttime to daytime because it was so cold. So, it's a long season. Anything can happen. But I'm feeling really good about this Yankee squad right now. Off to a 17-11 start. Let's go ahead and look through some of the numbers where we're at so far. So the team leader in WAR is obviously Aaron Judge at 2.5 WAR, on pace for like a 12 WAR this year. Anthony Volpe in there at number 2. He always gets off to a good start in WAR. Typically, he hits much better in the first half of the season. Jazz Chisholm, third with a 1.0 WAR. A lot of that accumulated in that first weekend when he went crazy. Max Fried with a 1 WAR. That's what I don't get. The dude is 4-0 or 5-0 with a 1.43 ERA. How is that a 1 WAR? That should be at least 2.5. Luke Weaver with a 1 WAR. He's been excellent so far. Unscored upon. Trent Grisham has been accumulating WAR, as much WAR as Soto. Ben Rice, 0.7 WAR. So let's go through the stats. Wells hitting .213 with 4 homers and 15 RBIs. Goldie hitting .365 right now. .365 with an .889 OPS. Jazz, the OPS is down to .706. He does have 7 home runs, but he's hitting just .178. Volpe hitting .228. It has been on the rise the last couple of days. A second Nostraderic pick could be that he picks up a couple of hits tonight. I like the way he's been swinging the bat the last couple of days, so maybe he stays hot. I don't think that Sagano has the heat to get it by Volpe, so that's going to be my second Nostraderic pick, is that not only will Jazz Chisholm go deep, but Anthony Volpe gets a couple of knocks. Oswaldo Cabrera has seen the most reps at third base. He's off to a decent start, hitting .278, 1 home run, 8 RBIs. I wish he had 80 RBIs. OPS just below 700. Dominguez, .238, 2 home runs, 12 RBIs, 3 stolen bases. He is yet to be caught on the bases in his big league career. He has struck out 29 times in his first 84 at-bats. That's not good. That's too many. He has drawn 11 walks, though, so he's been patient. .333 on-base percentage, more than solid for this point in the year for a rookie. Trent Grisham off the chain right now. .298, 7 home runs, 14 RBIs, and just getting stronger every day. Aaron Judge, .406 with 8 home runs and 27 ribbies, obviously making another MVP campaign out for himself. And Ben Rice, getting the night off, .259 average, 6 home runs, 11 RBIs. And Bellinger, hitting .191 with 2 home runs and 13 ribbies so far. So we go through the pitching rotation. Will Warren obviously getting the start tonight. We talked about him. Schmidt pitched pretty well yesterday. Stroman still on the IL. He's got an 11.57 ERA. Max Fried been dominant. He was great yesterday. And Carlos Rodon 3-3 with a 3.50 ERA. Carrasco, he's been serviceable right now, but you want more from a number 3 starter, obviously. 5.26 ERA so far this season. So that's where we're at, as we're just approaching the 30-game mark here. And the Yankees will kick off a big series against a team that has struggled. So this is an opportunity to create some distance between the Orioles, who are already 6.5 games back. If you can knock them, 8.5, 9.5 back, it's going to be tough for them to come back and take that lead from the Yankees, especially if the Yankees are getting some guys back, Loizaga, Luis Gil, Giancarlo Stanton. So good stuff happening for the Yanks. Let's hope they can pick up a win in Game 1 tonight. I will be back after the game, and then tomorrow night, Aiden Deschamps will be on. He hasn't been on yet this year. He's my social media guy. He's going to come on. We're going to talk about the Yankees, just kind of the state of the team, how we're feeling about things, and I'm sure we'll look at some StatCast stuff. That's sort of his milieu. And then Friday, no, I got my days mixed up. Wednesday, they'll wrap up the series against the Orioles, and we'll preview the upcoming homestand, which will cover the Rays and the Padres. Padres coming to town. That should be a fun series. But Padres, really, really good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you after the game. Hey, while I've got you here, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Pinstripe Territory is the official Yankees podcast of the Foul Territory Network. We are home to the #1 most watched MLB postgame show on YouTube since 2021. We're here after every Yankees game and for reactions to all the best news and rumors during the offseason. Be a part of the show by calling into the voicemail 718-899-1068. Try to keep it clean for me. And if you ever miss us on YouTube, be sure and subscribe on all your favorite podcast platforms. Go ahead and rate us 5 stars. It'll help other people find the show. Thanks for watching. See ya.